All right, guys, we're going to kick off our Business Wednesday with a talk with our great friend, Mr. Bill Humbert, recruiter guy. He's also the author of this book, Employee 5.0, Secrets of a Successful Job Search in the New World Order. How are you doing today, Mr. Bill Humbert?
Diego, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Great to see you as always. Great to see you
Yes.
as always, sir. And here today, you're here to talk about talent attraction. This is a major thing for any business, really. Obviously, if you're hiring, you want to hire the very best.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, if you don't attract the best, then what happens?
Then what happens? Yeah, exactly.
You lose to your competition.
It's hard to have faith in the goals of your company if you don't believe that the people that are there to accomplish them can do so effectively.
You're right.
And so this tends to be kind of in the realm of human resource responsibility, correct?
In most companies, recruiting or talent attraction reports up through human resources.
So what are some of those responsibilities that the human resource manager would have in finding someone who's the best, the very best at the position that they're looking for?
Well, the human resource organization by itself
Yeah.
tends to have sort of a conflict.
Okay.
So let's go through their different responsibilities.
Yeah, what are they?
So if you talk about benefits, it's administrative.
Okay.
You talk about compensation, it's administrative.
So there's two completely different realms of this machine that's working, right?
Yes. So by the time you look at all of the different responsibilities, it's administrative, talent attraction, sales.
Wow. Huh.
Which one of these doesn't belong?
Yeah, where does this fit? It's like trying to fit a circle in a square peg, right? Like where does this go? Where does it go?
So do you hire a CFO to be the vice president of sales?
No.
No, there's no way. But in our world today, human resources, it's a responsibility for recruiting. And and this is not an indictment of human resources. It's just that recruiting or talent attraction is a different animal that's in the wrong place, I believe.
And it should be prioritized. It's something that should be prioritized and should have kind of an individual spot to it, because if you're not paying attention enough to your talent attraction, you're not going to get the people that you need to do your job effectively. So if a company were to separate from the HR department, say, where would this talent attraction, where would it be housed? Where would it be?
I would suggest one of two places. The best place probably would be the chief operating officer.
Makes sense.
Because, that person has everybody in the operations of the company reporting up through them.
And they know the ins and the outs of the company. They know what the needs of the company are.
That's right. The other place might be CFO.
Okay.
Because this way, talent attraction will know what is budgeted for the coming year, when the different positions need to be filled. And then they also know, compensation and everything. So that is a single point of contact, and it gives all the information that the recruiter needs, or at least the base information the recruiter needs. Obviously, then you got to talk to the managers, get the job descriptions, and that's an entirely different world.
But at least you're getting started in the right place. At least you're getting started in the right place and into the right area and on the right path. Do you feel that if human resources was taking out of talent attraction, do you feel like jobs or businesses, would be better at getting talent into their positions?
When I talk to people who are professionals in human resources, their concern is how scalable is it to take talent attraction and put it under something else. And my response is, let's use the lean process improvement technique. In lean, what you do is you spread it out among the people, you spread the tasks out among the people who are responsible for it. And so it's scalable because every single manager is responsible for sourcing their people.
I see.
And then once they get them sourced, then the recruiter can screen and make suggestions which ones they feel are better fit. And then once you get to that point, the recruiter, who's the salesperson, delivers them to the manager.
I think you brought up a great point too, is this whole talent attraction is also a sales process as well. Talk about that aspect of it.
So when you consider recruiting and talent attraction, what most companies don't understand is that it mirrors the sales process perfectly, to a T.
To a T.
And if a company follows the sales process that's a recruiting process or talent attraction, everything follows. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But think about the automobile process. Anytime you leave a step out of a process, bad things happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay? And so in the automobile process, let's say you decide one day, hey, we're out of wheels, but we're going to keep running anyway. What happens at the end of the line?
The car's not going to get too far, that's for sure.
It's going to be one car on top of the other. And so the same thing happens in recruiting so often as companies skip steps, they take shortcuts and steps, and then the wheels fall off of their recruiting process and they wonder, what happened?
Yeah. And it becomes not as effective as it should be. And for business people possibly watching right now, they may say, yeah, this is great, this sounds amazing, but what's the financial impact that this may have on my company?
It's probably even better than they would expect.
Really?
Because since the sourcing is being done by managers, and that's part of their responsibility that they're measured on, and they usually know who it is they want anyway. Mm-hmm. You know, I need so-and-so over in that company, but I don't think they want to come here. Let me go get them. And you know, I've had those conversations with managers so many times in 38 years as a recruiter. I can't tell you how many times they said, well, I don't think you'll be able to get this person. So I call up that person, hey, I just want to, you know, the manager over here, so-and-so, he'd love to have you work with him. Oh, I'd love to work with
that
him.
position.
Or her, you know, and it's amazing to me.
So the return on investment for the company could be very positive.
It could be very positive, absolutely. And you're getting the best person.
Excellent, Bill. Some great advice here for talent attraction. Let's also talk about your book, though. Are you going to be doing any seminars, any public speaking, or any book signing events here anytime soon?
I've got webinars lined up all the way into March and April.
Wow, awesome.
And those are typically the recruiting side of things. And then I have, I'm doing career coaching for professionals, and one of my professionals that I'm working with right now has an interview this morning, and he's really excited. We were supposed to meet this morning. He called me last night. Hey, you're not going to believe this. I got an interview. So I'm pretty excited for him.
That's awesome.
And then, you know, today I'm meeting down Salt Lake, so we're going to switch directions here. I'm going to meet with a woman that's a brand new person that I'm working with. So,
excellent.
Yeah, so it's exciting.
Well, thank you so much, Bill. Much appreciated, as always. Great advice. And you can find out more information by going to your website, which is recruiterguy.com, as well as checking out his book, Employee 5.0 Secrets of a Successful Job Search in the New World Order. You can pick this up here locally at Dolly's Bookstore. Be sure and do that. We'll be right back with much more right here on the Mountain Morning Show.